Cool. There we go. How's it going, guys? Hope you're doing alright. Fuck off. It always pops up. Yeah, so hope you've had a good weekend. I know I have. And yeah, I'm just gonna continue working on Clough. Not really much else to say, to be honest. We did the first pass shaders on kind of the basic geometry on Friday. And so I'm going to kind of work at the geometry a bit more today, get it in a more final state in terms of like the base mesh. And then we'll do another pass on the shaders. I've received an updated version of the textile generator, the Outgang one, which actually I'll grab a link to that again. Textile gen. So yeah, I'll put this in the chat. Just get a link to that. There we go. Cool. Put that there. Yeah, so I've received another updated version of that with a few requests that I asked Laura for. And yeah, so we should be able to get to using that today. We'll be... Hey, dude. We'll be, yeah, pretty much focusing entirely on clothing today. Tomorrow I intend on looking back into the face, like getting the asymmetry of the sculpt, starting to get all that stuff going, maybe look into texturing. I do only have a week left of being able to work on this full time, just because I'm starting a frame store on Monday, so I've got 1 week left. A little bit earlier than I wanted it to be, but I'd rather start in good faith and not just like have a tantrum about not having enough time off. And I have had a month off, so you know, I can't complain. But yeah, so we definitely won't be finishing this project this week, and so I will have to do like evenings and weekends. So the pace after this week will slow down a lot. But the project is kind of past that painful stage, so it should keep going. I don't imagine stopping the project. But yeah, so I guess we'll just get started and we'll kind of see where it goes. So we got the apron here somewhere. I'm gonna hide that. And then I believe apron ties we don't want anymore. Apron thick. Where's the actual apron? Where is the apron? I've only got the tassels. Ah, there we go, okay. Cool. So we can remove this guy. So yeah, at the end of the last stream, one of the things we did was like this really hacky two-piece geometry thing. But off-stream, I've also had the realization that I can make this one piece. Like, it really wouldn't be very difficult at all. And it actually would, in theory, work, because all we have to do is connect this section here to here, and then this section to this guy, and then just do the reverse on the other side. And that will make the knot actually plausible, which I hate, but you know, it happens that we've made a knot by accident, so I'll accept it. But yeah, so we need to make these roughly the same thickness now for that to work. So I'm going to extrude the edges of these guys. I'm going to make it, let's go about that far. Extrude the other side as well. I will need to do a fair bit of work to get this like looking good, but yeah, it is what it is. Cool, so we got our basic knot. Before I add all the spans, I'm gonna like kind of line this up now, and we'll do the same to the other side. Yeah, we probably will need to resim it as well, but at the same time, like it's not bad. Like it looks vaguely like fabric, so the edge flow. You guys know I like to overuse that tool. Obviously need to pull that up. So just to confirm, we have 8 edges. Cool. So I'll do the same on the other side. We'll make it visually. It doesn't have to be the exact same. Ideally it would be, but it doesn't have to be. Like no one would notice that sort of shit. Well, you guys will now, but that's fine. Extrude edge. It's a very cool idea to make 3D from oil painting. You show how much content and form there is in the image when it's analyzed. Yeah, that's the thing. Like paintings. One of the reasons I like to make paintings specifically is because there's room for imagination. Like when you're making stuff from a photo, it's kind of dull in a way. And plus, you know, one consideration is I'm a professional artist. Like I spend all day, every day in my professional life matching photos. I don't want to do that in my free time. Like, I really am not too interested in it. It's why I very rarely do photo-based projects. I do them, but they're not the norm. So let's just rotate this like that. That's actually worked surprisingly well. Pull that back a little bit. And we'll do the same with this guy. Okay, that'll do for now. Is it thick enough? Not really thick enough, is it? But yeah, paintings leave a lot for your imagination to pick up, which is why I enjoy them so much. It's also visually why I enjoy them, I think. I just like, it's something you guys will hear me say over and over again. I'm very easily bored when it comes to art. Like, I get bored of seeing the same bullshit all the time. Whether that's people sculpting the same shit all the time, whether it's people like doing the same kind of reference all the time. Why is everything always a pretty woman or an old man? Acutely aware I'm currently making a pretty woman. Yes. But it's like, it's not really the focus. But yeah, I do just get a bit tired of seeing the same shit all the time. I do wish artists would realize they are artists. They can create, like, reference isn't, like, it's important, but it's not the only factor of your work. Like, if you commit to reference, like, too much, you just end up remaking something someone's already made. So that's why I like things that have room for interpretation, where I can add my own details, where I can do my own kind of work, or at very least focus on something else. But yeah, I am rambling a little bit, but I don't know, it's something that's hounded me for a long time. It's only got worse as I've gotten more experienced. It didn't really used to bother me too much, but now it really does. There we go. So, we have that. I'm going to edit edge flow this guy. That's good enough. Can't edit edge flow blood wishes. Cool, so we have that working. I'm going to go in with insert edge loop. I think we need 6 cuts, right? Or is it 7? Wait, target world. Insert edge loop, there it is. Multiple edge loops, let's set that to 7. Okay, and that should produce 8 edges across. Yes, it does. Good. So these now fit together. I'm gonna need more polygons. Let's undo that. Okay, let's smooth this once. Cool, and then get rid of that. Then insert edge loop. That's better. Cool, and then this side, do the same thing. Cool. So then we just need to combine these two. So now's where it gets a little bit finicky. It's not difficult, just awkward. So I need to get this guy, and what I'm going to do is isolate the selection and delete. What's the best bit to go with here? Wait, actually, let's think for a moment. Okay, actually, what I need to do first is cut this guy in half. I'll do the same on the other side. Cool. So then let's grab, what's going to be the best way to do this? I think connecting this to that is going to be the way. So let's okay. So we're just going to delete here. We'll do. We'll keep this. Bridge these. And let's just add edge flow that guy. Cool. And then we'll need to get this guy and this guy. The image you interpret gets new life. That's why I like Shroom so much. Thank you, man. Okay, so let's remove some more faces just to make this transition a little bit smoother. And we're going to move this up as well. Probably move this down to make it a little bit more even. Cool. Then we just fuck bridge. Cool. So then add edge for this guy, and this guy, and him again, and him, and him, then him. Just relax all this out. There we go. So now, yeah, there we go. So then we need to connect that end. I also need to do this side too. So let's do this. And this. No, can't do that yet. Let's just highlight this on his own for a moment. Good work, Mike. I saw the progress on LinkedIn. A question come up for me. In 3D animation productions, is SSS used in character clothing? Very rarely. It depends. It's something that I will use if something needs to look really, really good. Like if it needs to look really good close up, I'll use it. But if I don't need to use it, I won't. Okay, so that's already accounted for. Right, it's going to get really confusing now. So I can't remember which ends are tied. Okay, well that end is clearly attached. So that means that this end isn't, right? Yeah, that end's not attached to anything. And so I think that will be this guy. Okay. Bridge these two. Gonna delete these guys. And edge flow. Okay, there we go. And then there's one more group of edges somewhere in here that aren't connected. Him. So you're not connected to anything. Good. And then you are. And you are. Something's got to not be connected. Something's got to give. What have I missed? Let's make things easier. I'm just gonna do this. Oh, this is complex. You. Where are you? Aha! I think we got him. Yep, okay. So these two need to attach. So let's just do that. Hold on. Oh, that's just an arrow cut out. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm 90% sure these two need to touch. So, Christ, this is gonna get really messy. But it's working. That's the bit. Edit, no, not edit, edge flow, bridge. There we go. So now, that's functioning. This one looks more complex, but it is still functioning. How's the 1900 clothing treating you? Kind of wild, but it's working. We now have a functional knot. It's a lot of intersections in here. A lot of intersections in her. I don't think I'm going to care too much about that. But hey, look, a real knot. I can trace this. If I just go like that, I can watch this go through. I like that. I like that a lot. One is a lot more direct than the other, but I don't think that really matters. Yeah, we will need to fix all this though. I also need to UV it again. But hey, it's working. And if I extrude this, I thought it crashed then. I almost cried. If I extrude that, turn this off. There we go. There's something about actually tied knots that like makes a huge difference, like visually at least. I just need to fix all the intersections, of which there are a lot. Also, this little area here doesn't make much sense. Okay, but anyway, no. Is it Shift Tab? No. Fucking GeForce experience. Hey, Twisted Feet, how's it going? what's going to be the best way to do this? I'm going to delete these two. I'm going to pull this down. Edit edge flow U. Edit edge flow U. U. Then insert a loop. Insert a loop. Okay, there we go. It's a bit more relaxed. Now I need to do the other side. And then I need to do the shirt. So something I'm wondering with the shirt is panel loops creates different. Do you mind if I ask a question? I posted this for people to ask questions. And also that is a question. I might do something like that in the final version. This makes the seams feel less perfect, you know? But yeah, anyway, let's get to this side. So, these are separated. Good, good, good. These are not. Not good. Fair enough. Okay. We're just going to focus on that. We're going to delete this bit. Okay. And then we'll grab U. Okay. Ooh, weird. We'll delete, let's say this bit. Topology in here is a lot more twisted though, like holy fuck. I have no idea why I'm fixing this right now. Okay, I'm going to smooth out this quite a lot, I think. Yeah, so that's the two sides separated. So now we need to connect. I'm going to go with these two. So let's do this. Do that. But actually, I need to double check with the other side. Which one links to the front? The back, okay. So I want this bit to link to this bit. Which means these two need to link together. Is that really how far apart they are? It's gonna... Okay, that is how far apart they are. Let's bridge that. Ooh. Don't like that. Okay, so that means the normals on this side need to be flipped. I have an issue in Next-Gen where I can't see my groom in shader mode, but when I go to wireframe I see it. What you've clicked is this button right here, where everything is Lambert. X-Gen doesn't display when you've got that enabled. So yeah, use default material, you need to uncheck that. Okay, so these two do that, which means you need to be reversed. Oh, wait, it was already reversed. Okay, cool. Bridge. So then I need to reverse that as well. Surfaces. Okay. So that means that this guy and this guy need to be connected. Okay. So that leaves this guy, who's not connected to anything. Oh god, this one's a mess, isn't it? I need to clean this up a lot. Let's just straighten that up for now. Ugh. We can resolve that later. Let's see. So I'm gonna go with these two. Maybe it shouldn't be these two, actually. Maybe it should be these two. Yeah, that's a better match. Okay, so delete that, delete that. I think I found my new favorite way to do this. Like that. And a dash for this guy. Cool, and then that just leaves two ends. It's still not showing. Maybe I'll post a quick video on Discord. Yeah, that'd be helpful. The thing is with action issues is they're hard to diagnose with text descriptions. I'm gonna have to delete a bunch of these edges and just move all that out. Let's go. How's it going? Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you doing, man? I set a few new personal bests in the gym today, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm also feeling achy, but that's pretty normal. I started wearing my weight vest to the gym, which gets funny looks, but yeah. I'm not at the gym to look cool. I'm at the gym to lift heavy things. Right, okay, so do the same thing we did last time. Or actually, yeah, we need to so where's the two ends? There's one. Where's the other? Is that the other? No, that's not the other. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Oh no. Those two need to connect. Oh god. Okay. I've got like a forced intersection here. I might do some reconnections. Actually, no, I can't reconnect those, but alright, cool, I'm just gonna have to bridge these two. Not the end of the world, but definitely not ideal. So we'll cut these two in half. Well, it's not pretty, but it is a knot. So I'm gonna alt save because I haven't saved this entire time. Then let's see. Okay. I might quickly do some UVs. Yeah, I expected that to be a mess, that's fine. Oh, it's the lineup cam, okay. Just like, why is it not letting me move? Okay, So I'm just going to start new UV. Mapping. Let's do a planar map Z, which is going to be completely broken, but oh well. We'll cut these here, because I know the knots are going to be a bit of a nightmare. So let's do some UV cuts in these areas, like that. And then let's cut down the side. I'm going to go with a loop behind that. Maybe a bit far forward. In fact, yeah, it is a bit far forward. Let's go with third one. 2, 3. That's better. Okay. There we go. So, layout. Align Y to V. Cool. We'll have to straighten up the two sides to make it symmetrical. That's not a big deal. So then these, I mean, technically these guys will just unwrap as is now, but they're not going to be right. You'll see what I mean. Yeah, there we go. So this is technically a correct unfold. But what we actually want is straight lines. Also, this shows us how much variety of width we have, which is not ideal. But yeah, so what I'll do is select the middle loop, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that is the middle loop. I'm going to use that to straighten shell. I mean, sure. Unfold along V, and then pin. Pin selection. Cool, and the rest of them unfold along U. It'd be nice if the pinning actually worked. Like, why can't that just be straight, you know? Pinning, unpin. Let's use a edge instead. I can do the unitize method as well, that will work in this case. But let's just see if I can get a good straighten out of this. Yeah, I can't. Okay, we're just going to do a unitize method. So select this guy. Cool. Cut. Okay, I need to deselect the UV seam at the back. There we go. It's a bit big, but it will work. So let's just do that on the other ones as well. So UV shell. Oh no, yeah, I need to do it in here. Cut, unitize, so edges, good enough. UV shell, move that over there. Cut. which just leaves U. So move you over here, edge, cut. UV shell. Okay, there we go. So these should be the same one. So goes down the back, goes on the back, kind of. Yeah, not the same one. Oh well, not the end of the world. Just selecting UV shell and using the Unitize tool does the same thing. Oh, does it? Alright, sweet. I don't know. I've always cut all the edges. Good to know though. So let's lay these out. And we'll lay these out vertical. Okay. So technically I don't need to add a visual gap, like perceptual, but I prefer to. Okay. We'll only need to rescale those to match the UV scale of these guys, but not the end of the world. So that looks like the middle, so straighten shell. And then all I'm gonna do is get this guy. Okay. I don't want to affect these guys. Okay, well... Ah, yes, of course. Let's go down to this guy. Fuck you. Wait, why did that work this time? Okay, cool. Well, let's go to about there. Good enough. So we'll sort this out, make it a bit smoother. That works. Do the same for the other side, which is this guy. So they're going to UV. D. Good enough. I guess I need to straighten shell. Okay, so now we can probably just do a super quick pass. I'll straighten up this actually first. So align max V, and then unfold along U. Okay. Do I want this to be straight? I guess I do. I'll do a line to min V. Although I guess actually no, we don't, because it needs to be lower at the front. So actually, that's what we want. Okay, I'm just gonna unfold this area. Okay, so Alt save. I'm just going to use the Symmetrize tool. Oh yeah. Oh yes, and I also need to UV shell there. Where's the toolkit? No, there it is. Transform. That's clearly not correct. I'm gonna have to match this by eye. About that will do. I'll do some of the sky while I'm at it. So the center edge of the sky needs to be there. Cool. So let's just move this guy up, get it out of the way. Mike, you're going to do hair in action? Yes. I kind of want to nudge these UVs out a little bit. Good enough. Okay, so save a scene. Go into Tools, Symmetrize. Oh yeah, it's the other way around, isn't it? Eh? Okay, well I guess I'm fixing that one manually. Why? Weird. Tools, Symmetrize. Just select the middle loop on this guy, which is you. Yeah. Interesting that that keeps doing that. Wonder why. Ah, but didn't this time though. Okay, there we go. This feels very strange. Like, visually to me, this should be a straighter line. Because this as well is also considerably thicker. If I okay, let's go into set this to 256. Yeah, we're gonna nudge these out a bit. I'll have to resymmetrize after a bit. I'm just gonna move them to where I think they should go. And then I will unfold the rest accordingly. Why? Nope. Unfold. Relax, maybe. Tools. To optimize? No. There's a relax tool somewhere. Why is there no... If I pin this guy, pinning, pin selection, then select up to here. Okay. I guess I can just use the grab UVs brush and just like manually move it. Tools. Let's go with grab. That's more what I'd expect to see. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so then the back, we're fine. So I just need to smooth this. Need to make sure I don't touch those border edges. Trying to do it in multiple brush strokes just so I don't have to undo a bunch of history at the same time if I accidentally touch the edges. Okay, there we go. So let's symmetrize UVs again. Tools, symmetrize UVs. always get that wrong. I hate that so much. It's so slow as well. There we go. We have UVs. So now all we need to do is we enable this guy. Go into the UV toolkit, get the scale of these guys, and set these guys. Then lay this out somehow. Oh, this is going to be tricky actually. If I want to keep this scale. Be a lot less tricky if I cut this down the middle at the back. Which I guess I can do. Like, you'll never see back here. Yeah, let's just cut it down the middle of the back. Cut. It's still not going to be easy, but let's just move that over there. Maybe it should be the other way around. You motherfucker. Nudge that down and over this way. There we go. There's a lot of wasted space in this, but don't really care that much. I'm mostly using tilables anyway. It does feel like I should be able to put these together though. Let me do a move and sew on these. Like, it doesn't feel like that should be impossible. Like, I mean, I don't want to do this, but would that even work? Barely no. I don't want to scale the whole thing down. Well, that might be the best way to go. No, no. It's just so much wasted space. Space these over here so I can ramp these. Not quite. I can isolate this a bit better. Okay. So I'll do for you. So much wasted space though. What's the shirt doing? The shirt's UVs are actually already pretty solid. They're not ideal, like especially the sleeves. Like, you know, we've got the bend at the elbow there. In fact, no, that's the chest. That's the sleeves. Okay. For a second there, I saw like this pattern and just immediately thought sleeve. Actually, yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, show. All. Okay. If you put session highlighting, it is the thick version of geometry, so it's gonna have some weirdness in that, but yeah, if we'll need to get this into ZBrush, start baking the displacement onto it. Should move those UV seams inside, shouldn't I? Let's do that. Okay, so we'll cut here. Let's go there as well. Cut one. then we'll move and sew. Ah. This side's not as bad, but I'm going to unfold it anyway. That's fine. I'll accept that. Let's do the other side. Okay, so we'll do a cut here and here. Then move and sew. Move and sew. Why is this side so awkward? Scale that. And scale you. Move it up. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to open the outliner. This is now apron geo. Okay. Okay, delete that. We can get rid of you. Apron thick we'll keep for now. Delete these as well. Delete these as well. So I'm just going to duplicate you. Apron thick. I'm going to apply an extrusion to this guy. Let's give it a 0.1. 1 division. 2 divisions. And that's obviously too thick, so let's go. I'll say obviously too thick actually. Cancel operation. Yeah, it's a little bit too thick. Let's go 0.075. Feels better. There we go. What's going on here? Okay. There we go. So there's the old thick apron. And now we've got the new one. Can I call this one shirt low res? I feel like I'll need that later, so I'm keeping it. Then we got shirt geo. Everything's getting added to that, I guess. Shirt group. Okay, let's go into namespace editor. There it is. Why's everything going into here? There we go. So we got shirt group. We got apron Okay. So let's assign the apron material, which I'll validate it's the correct one by graphing it. In fact, we can just go into here. Yeah, it wasn't the correct one. It's sheen mix I need. There we go. Yo, more cloth stuff today. Yes! I've spent, so far this stream, I've UV'd the apron to this. It's pretty basic. And I've made this not correct. So if I do this, we can just go through. So now it's a functional nut. Which I love doing that sort of bullshit. Because it's bullshit, basically. I find this sort of stuff really satisfying. But yeah, so we've got the apron in there. I'm going to enable subdivision on this guy, and we'll do a test render in a moment. Test render of this area specifically. The thick geo I'll be generating in ZBrush, I think. Yeah, actually, no, with the apron I don't need to. Yeah, with the apron I won't, because we don't want seam line. Oh, in fact, no, we do want seam lines. Yeah, we want a seam line right here. Never mind, ignore me. Let's just do a quick test render, shall we? I was looking for the outliner tab while looking at the outliner. So show you. I'm gonna go to clothing cam A. We'll see how this section looks. It's not gonna look great because it's gonna be full of intersections, but it might look alright. The render settings have changed since the last stream, but I've not actually worked off stream. I just did a render off stream. Ah, yes, that's the clothing camera. Let's go to perspective camera. Back to clothing camera. There we go. And then fix our color space. Or LUT, I should say. The habit of calling it a color space is going to die really fucking hard. See what this does. I feel like I'm missing something, huh? Oh, wait, yeah. UVs. Let's check my hypershade. Is it looking for texture UVs? It is, okay. So let's go into UV editor, UV set editor. Gonna copy to texture UVs. Okay, go to UV set editor. Okay, there we go. That should work now. Where's my AOVs? Like, why is... But isn't there supposed to be another checkbox here? Not checkbox, but you know what I mean. Oh, that was set much higher, wasn't that? Might have even been set higher than that. Okay, that's working. Why don't I see the Yes, the scale's going to be different now. In fact, I should have kept the old apron geo to just compare. Either way, I'm not too worried about that. What I want is this. Let's debug shading. Debug shading is really helpful. Let's do lighting. This is obviously a bit strong, but this is working though. It actually doesn't look too bad. It looks loose, like this is too large of an area. I really should push all this to like tighten it, but it is functional. What other debug shadings do we have? Oh, I like that. This will be helpful for comp later. Okay, so what I'm going to do is bring in the old geo. So file, import, modeling, ZBrush, sculpting, exports. Just going to bring in the apron fic, check the UV scale. So select the UV shell. I'm going to hit get 7.1, okay. That's not as big of a difference as I expected. Okay. Get. Okay, so it's not that much smaller. Why does it look so different? Weird. Okay, either way, we have that, it's working. It's 31,000 polygons, not too bad considering it's got a thickness. And adding thickness really isn't that heavy on render. So just checking. Shut up, LinkedIn. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we got the low res into ZBrush. Not low res. The fin mesh into ZBrush. Do a bit of work on like getting the knot to be like a decent thickness. Beyond that, I should be pretty much ready to go. This side doesn't look too bad. This side is the bad one. So let's file, export selection, modeling, Maya, exports, put apron geo, open up ZBrush. So I'll be streaming till about 12:30, 1 o'clock as per usual. I'm gonna go get a burrito. Really craving a burrito today. I had one yesterday as well, but really craving one today. Transfixed. On scene 37. Okay, so we have the apron, which looks like that. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of work. Does that have a thickness? Shit, did I bake the thickness in? Oh no, there we go. Cool. So I'm going to rename this apron old. Gonna get rid of this. Get rid of these guys as well because they're no longer needed. Gonna save this scene. Okay. Hide fucking everything. Don't want the shirt to be visible. Then we're just going to append sphere, why not? Import, modeling, Maya, exports, apron geo, there we go. So it's gonna need a bit of projection work. Nothing too substantial. We'll probably isolate the body, which can do using the UVs. Why is that? Something's wrong there. It's renamed to apron old, so why is it important like that? Something's going on here. It's like it's trying to apply stuff. Let's go to display. Double. Okay. I'm gonna import it in again. Why is that? Let's just go to polygroup, multigroup. Why is it? No, that's okay. File, export selection. ZBrush has its perks. Let's go UV. Cool. We're going to smooth this. Let's go 3 times. Let's go 4 times. Okay, import it back in. Okay, then we'll just let's go EV. So then all we have to do, I'm going to mask out these areas as well. So this bit should be different. Okay, so we'll just go subtool, project, upper subdivision, that's still working, project, upper subdivision, project, upper subdivision, project. Okay, so that's too many, there we go. So then go back down to the lowest, and hide everything. Import back in. We don't want to import it, do we? Okay, well I guess that's what we're going with. Should be fine. I'll have to export this back out. So now we'll get rid of the old apron. So then all we're going to do is going to panel loops. Actually, no, I use dynamic subdiv for now. But no, I'll test out panel loops. Let's save, which I've already done, but I always like to save before I do stuff. Let's go to, which one we're going to? I guess this one. Panel loop it at this res. So delete lower, delete higher. Oh, actually, duplicate. Geometry. Hey Lauren, how's it going, man? So we're going to remove polish. We're going to add thickness to about here. Panel loop. Okay. Going to bevel it more. Okay. Let's see what I'm doing in a moment. There we go. So I'm going to invert the mask. Go to deformation. And we're just going to relax. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe inflate slightly. And then relax again. Ooh, no. No, we're not doing that. Okay, well, I guess we're sticking with that. So I'm going to go back to export this. So I'm going to call this one apron fic. ZBrush export. Okay, and then we'll go to the apron lowest subdiv, which is this guy. Export that back. Sculpting, exports, apron. Cool, back into Maya we go. And that should be functional now. So we're just going to import. Go to apron. So with these guys we just need to blend shape them. So we'll do that. Deform, blend shape. Doop. Done. Can delete you. And then I'll copy the name of this guy and delete that too. Cool. Hide you. Cool. So we got the thick apron in there. Gonna add 2 subdivisions. Mesh display, soften edge. Right, okay, so let's go to, I'm gonna close this and make a new one. Arnold, render view. Where's my AOVs gone? That was amazingly precise. Car drove by on the street across, and there's like the tiniest gap in my blinds, and a reflection just landed directly in my eye. It's great. Strongly recommend. Yeah, so we don't have AOVs now. Okay, so why is that not showing up here? Ah, why did that get disabled? I'm gonna hide the shirt, that'll speed things up a fair bit. The shirt is by far the slowest bit to render. So let's check the albedo. Just feels so much larger. It's weird because the UV scale is so close to being what it was. I'm gonna obviously change it, like it's not a difficult change, I'm just confused. Like, why is it so different? So yeah, we got that. I didn't have any overrides at geo level. So I guess we just need to go through and set these to a different scale. Let's go 16 by 16. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of the normal map later. I prefer to use bump. Cool. View, store snapshot. Return to it later if I need to. I'll be remaking these maps later anyway, actually, come to think of it, so maybe I shouldn't be adjusting these. Fuck's sake, I hate that selecting things does that. Alright, it's feeling better. The button's just floating on their own. Yeah, this is looking alright. I feel like it's not enough diffuse. And obviously, like, we don't have anything really in a bump right now. So this is looking super funky. Although we can probably increase the strength of the normal map. Let's go to 1, see what happens. We're already on Pt.19. Yeah, it's what happens when you're streaming full time for 3 weeks. I get more detail on there with the normal map increase, but I won't be using normal map too much. So we're also getting this weird shadow stuff. It does feel like this is off. But is this supposed to be sRGB? Like, I know it should be data, but like, is it exporting out a substance in sRGB? Let's test it. Let's do a store snapshot. And then I'm going to set this to displays sRGB. Let's see if these shadows resolve themselves. If they do, then I need to switch everything to sRGB. Got worse. As we can see, it's working. Yeah, it looks like we can keep it on that. That's good. Data, generic data. I'm still going to reduce that to 0.15 like it was before. Right, okay, so the shirt was next, wasn't that? Okay. Let's go to shirt. So we need to, we got shirt low res, oh sorry, it's shirt thick, which we won't be using right now. We need to adjust this guy. How much? Do they differ a lot? No, not too much. Don't like that. I'm gonna have to fix that. But then it's the low res that we need to actually work on, right? So, let's check the UVs of this guy. If the UVs are okay, then fantastic. So that's the bust. I think this is alright. UV wise, this is perfectly functional. We want to sew this, I think. So I think we do need to sew that. I guess we can unfold it. But... So this shit's a bit more tricky when it comes to adding the thickness. And this is one of those areas where I wish I was working in Houdini. So basically what I want to do is create the extrusion in Maya, and the reason for that is because currently panel loops is just separating everywhere. And that's creating a lot of areas where geometry is intersecting. And what I want instead is to just extrude this and then get the UV seams and bevel those with 2 segments. So you'll see what I mean in a moment. So bevel with 2 segments, and then just inset the bevel, and that will create the same look, but it's now one piece, and so the subsurface will react correctly. That's what I want. Which means doing those steps every time I bring it back from ZBrush, which is not very good. Like, I don't know if I can set it up in Maya. Like, Maya is node-based, but I don't know if you can just do that. I guess we can find out. Let's check the node editor. Okay. So if I'm gonna duplicate this for a moment. Hide that. So if I create an extrude, does Bifrost do geometry? Yes, but that would involve learning Bifrost. And that's just a bit too much of a step. So then, once I do that, is there just like a... Yeah, I wish I was in Houdini right now. It's a quick process, I just don't want to do it every time. But I can... If I go into UV shell, select all of this, to UV shell border, no, to UVs, UV parameter, no. What happens if I convert to edges? Yeah, selects all those ones too. I could do a wrap mesh. That could work. Why can't I select borders like that? Why is that so difficult? So if I just bevel now. Is there not a select UV seam edges? My select UV seams. Like, why is that not? Oh. Oh, you motherfucker. Is that because of the extrusion? Or is... I think that's just the extrusion, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. The mel script here. So I'm just going to do this. Ah! I love this person. So now I can bevel. It's way too tight, but... Okay, so what's causing that tightness? It's this area, right? Like, this is forcing it to be super tight. Either way, that works. It's just way, way too strong. When you bevel, is there a way to have it be an absolute distance? If I go to bevel edge. Ah, perfect. There we go. So then let's run that again. Select all the shells again. And then just inset that slightly. Oh, that insects pretty quickly. Let's go 08. In a way, that kind of creates an interesting effect, but that would render really badly. What I need is the back faces to not get this. So I guess we need to bevel it first, and then extrude it. So let's delete you, duplicate you again. So what we'll do this time is run this guy, do the bevel, um, 08 was the number, yep. I don't know what depth is doing. Don't know what's going on with you either. Why? Why? Does it need to be extruded to not glitch out? Interesting. So let's just try insetting it now. And then we'll extrude. Oh, I need to get rid of the bottom edges. Oh, is that why it's breaking? Wait, what? Yeah, it's going to grab the bottom as well, isn't it? Mike, what does clothing remind you of? What does that question even mean? I think you guys overthink shit so much. It's just clothing. Okay, there we go. So let's bevel these edges. So I'll do that. Gonna set you to 08 again. Why is that merging? There's no need for that to merge. Okay, it's still working. Okay, so now we're just going to go in. Probably get rid of all this stuff. Do that. Make it smooth. Okay, there we go, that's working. So then we extrude it. Kind of extrude it inwards, don't we? Hey man, hope you're well. Yeah, I'm doing alright. How are you doing? Mesh, reverse. Okay. It's a slow process, but that works. It'd be so much easier with just some nodes. But hey, if it works, it works. I don't like why this is breaking. I don't see any reason for that to break. What the fuck is going on here? Oh wait, it's extruded now, so it is going to be a bit weirder. Doing okay, so it was. Don't worry about it too much. But yeah, that merged. Fuck. Okay. Like worrying about Sora's not gonna do shit. Fucking hell. Okay. Gotta love Maya. Wait, we have a thing. So let's assign the actual material. Okay. Let's go to shirt mat. Oh, we're already in it. There it is. Okay, so now I'm just going to here. And I'm just going to hit render, see what happens. Just missing subdivisions, but I just want to see if the weird subsurface is gone. It looks like it is. Good. Oh, my... Why's not? Okay. Okay, let's throw subdivisions on there. Let's go 2 for now. Something funky here, but it does fix the issues. So if I open up the other geometry, so the render of the other geometry, what you'll see is we get all these really bright areas, and that's caused by the seams being 2 overlapping geometries, and this gets rid of that. So yeah, we'll do this workflow. I will have to do it on a higher res mesh, I think. Need to rearrange these a little bit. civilians than that. See what happens. I don't know if there's a better way of doing that. I mean, there are better ways of doing that. Not using Maya. Okay. Not like the way this looks. Anyway, we'll get rid of that guy for now. We know that the test works. That's the main thing. So let's get show it low res, and the UVs are pretty much what we want, right? UV editing. Part of me wants to straighten these, so I might do that. Let's move that there. Then just unfold every other. Unfold in U. Unfold in V. I guess it is technically correct. What happens if I straighten using this edge? No one will ever see this. It's gonna bother me if I don't fix it. Okay, I'm not doing all of them. Fuck that. Okay, it's looking promising. I'm wondering if I should straighten this as well. That's gonna make some weird topo. Okay, I think that's good enough. So we'll get that into, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this, rename this one to shirt geo. Okay. File, export selection. My exports, shirt geo. See. So you're working, that's fine. I'm just gonna enable dynamic subdiv on this guy. Oh, there we go, okay. So we're just gonna turn off smooth subdiv. I'm gonna add some thickness. That works surprisingly well. That's set to 0. Actually gives quite a nice result. Yeah, so we got that working. Why is it staying so high res though? Why are you there? Oh yeah, that's the fake one. So I mean, yeah, we're smoothing out here. Why? Like there's... I thought I'd done that off. There we go. Cool. So we got that. Subtool. Got the thick version, so I'm just going to rename that to apron geo thick and hide it. And then we go to the shirt, which we're going to go to the low res of, import shirt geo. How did that know to keep the polygroups? Gonna grab this guy, move him back. Okay. So now I need to decide on UDIMs. Because transferring the UVs now is super fucking easy. Like we've got a set topology, so now going back and forth is consistent. But consistent topo doesn't mean that we've got the perfect UVs yet. So let's go back into the UV editor. Do I UV these together? Like not in one UDIM, I mean, but like I feel like I should treat everything as one asset. I'm gonna select both of these. I'm gonna throw it all over by one. So let's go, or maybe I should move the shirt over. Nah, I'll throw this stuff over. That's UV toolkit. Just gonna set this to 1. Pop. Done. And that's applied to both of them, so I can weird. Throw this into here. So you got him, you got him. So that's shirt. The buttons. So much resolution. Let's just map. I just want to auto map these. No, I'm not. I'm just going to planar map in the X, I guess. Actually, no, I'll do a. So mapping, planar map, camera. In fact, we'll do best plane. There we go. Honestly, that's good enough. Like, for threads on a button that are like going to be that size in screen space and already have geometric detail like that, we really don't need to care. So, and that should apply to all of them, right? No, it didn't. Okay. We're just gonna go mesh tools, edit mesh. Nice in mesh. Transfer attributes. Gonna do UV sets by topology. There we go. I need to UV sets. UV set editor. Copy. Texture UVs. So that should apply to both of them. Cool. Cool. With these guys, I'm going to feel like they're simple enough where we can put them together. So I'll do, that's the back of the first one. That's the front of the first one. Stuff like that. They're like super high res compared to the rest, but I don't care. UV shell. I'm just gonna lay out UVs. Layout, let's do vertical. Oh, it is set to vertical. Weird. Looks like I'm making something for sex education. Okay, so that's those done. we got shirt, which needs to contain the buttons. Button B, button A, put those into the shirt group, group them. Cool, so we've got the shirt, which looks like this, the apron, which gets added over there, headscarf, is that the thickness version, or it is not? That's the thick version. This is by far the most wasteful one, so I feel like I should sew these. Oh wait, yeah, we need to spend some time on these UVs anyway. Okay, so let me export that shirt back out. So, let's file, export selection, shirt, yeah, that's fine. Apron as well, that's the thick version, we don't want that. File, export, selection. Apron geo. It's the only one with a capital letter, that bothers me so much. Okay, so shirt. We'll just import the low res again. Maya exports. Cool. So then just go to polygroups, article PUV. Cool, that's worked. Got the apron. Import. We'll do same polygroup. Multigroup UV. Cool. This sculpt needs a bit of work. I feel like I want this to continue more cleanly up there. But yeah, I really want, Jesus, the more I look at that, the worse it gets. We'll fix that in a moment. Headscarf, right, okay, so. See if we can remember where any of these tools are. I'm going to isolate this guy. Soften edge. Cool. So one of these, yeah, there we go. And the geometry's not that far off. It's gonna be one of the things that bugs me, I think. So what I'm wondering, if I get that 7.5, get that free, okay. If I get set, right. That's visually quite different. Like that's too large. What if I get that? That's even worse. Okay, let's go off visuals here. I'm trying to match the size of these squares. I think that's not far off, and amazingly it ends up back pretty much where it was. Not exactly where it was, which is a good sign, but let's move and so. I hate that so much. Do we have any loops that go along the entire middle of this thing? Where do you get to? Oh, you get there. Okay. Where do you go? Ah, that one actually works. I could straighten using this. Straighten shell. Fuck you. Clearly what I want. Why does it do that? Like, genuine curiosity, why does it do that? It just seems completely unnecessary. Unfold along you. Gonna pin it. Pin selection. Do that. That seems more promising. I hate that. Like, I hate that a lot. Ooh, yeah, there's some funky stuff going on here. Jesus. But that's more uniformly. Ooh, never mind. Pin all. It's doing so well. Right until there. I'm wondering if I should just embrace the weird, funky UVs, since most of it's inside here anyway. So I don't want that though. I hate this so much. How far back do I have to go? I might be able to deal better with the less perfect UVs from a long time ago. Like these I feel easier to deal with. Oh, the optimize tool. How's it handle that? Is optimize just edit edge flow for UVs? Honestly, I think I'll deal with this. Ooh, close. So if we get this now, yeah, it's 4 versus 5. That would be the size it has to be to fit, which would only fit diagonally. In fact, it wouldn't even fit diagonally. So we would have to cut that into pieces. Cut these on the inside, right? Which is where it was cut before. I was recreating my original UVs, aren't I? Why though? No, don't want to cut. so let's go back a few less loops even. If you're wondering, this is just caused by the fact that I'm not volume preserving like at all. Like this bit of cloth is objectively larger than that piece of cloth in there, which in reality it would be a more uniform shape. But I'm not really too worried about it. If I get you, okay, a bit different now. Why is it so different? Well, the textile density, maybe it's because of the smaller areas being kind of screwed over, but it probably is actually. Let's get that. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we have to ignore what that number says and just match it visually. Okay, do you have to be so large though? These are smaller. That's closer. I put that there. Put you there. Put you there. I'm gonna try to straighten these UVs. I'm not gonna worry too much if it doesn't work. It's not awful. Okay, we'll pin those. Pin selection. Cool. So now when we select clothing, we have that, which still isn't perfect. Still a lot of wasted space, but it's at least somewhat consistent. So if I just select all these, I mean, we got a lot more resolution on the apron by those things. Not too much more though. It's the buttons that are like getting all the fucking resources. But anyway, that's working. I will accept it. So I'm gonna alt save, then export this guy to headscarf geo. See, scarf. Okay, import my headscarf geo. Cool. So now we can start getting displacement into Maya for the clothing, which will start to make a pretty big difference surprisingly quickly. Then what's the thing to do from there? I need to do the thick versions, which I'll do in ZBrush for the headscarf and the apron. I'm gonna experiment with the shirt. I'm gonna see if I can get away with it. Or maybe there's like a... In fact, actually, I need to check that. If we go into the scattering, wonder if this will change it. I might check this because it's entirely possible that SSGI lookup is going through what's causing those really bright intersections. Of course, I can always just remove the intersection as well. That will work fine. Or maybe intersect it more, so that actually... 1 second. Hey Nida. I got a message on Instagram, someone like watching my stream. My UVs are normal in Maya, but when I import back from ZBrush, 4 squares of the tiles are messed up. Any idea what's going on, how I can fix it? Sorry, I don't know. I'd have to like look around the scene, and that's not something. I've got a general policy of not doing that. Because if I start doing it, the amount that I'd have to do it would be insane really quickly. So let's go into here. We're just going to export this, I guess. So increase this guy. Z plugin. Actually. Let's need to do that again. Because we've got all this to deal with. So let's just grab everything here. UV toolkit. Pop it up one. There we go. That's fine. That is not fine. Although the eyes I always keep on their own anyway. To be fair. But it would be nice to actually treat that properly. So, we'll ignore the eyes. I'm not sure. It's a preference thing. Like, this will work as is. It changes how I manage my maps, basically, which isn't really a difficult thing. It's just whether or not it'll be a nuisance. I just need to... I've got... How many UV sets for this? Okay, so we've got map 1, which is Groom UVs, and it has to be that way. We've got texture UVs. I can move all these up one, I guess. And then move... clothing up one again. And then the eyes, we have for now, I think I'll keep it like... Oh, no, I can't. Ah, you motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, we're moving this back down. I'll say I can't. I could. But no. I'd rather move the eyes up. Just because the skin's already got baked maps and stuff. And so I'd have to rebake or rename all the files. Which, to be fair, also wouldn't be difficult. You just change the first 1 to a 2. But I feel like I'm... not wasting time, but I feel like I'm stalling time right now, so let's just get these re-exported. So file, export selection, head scarf geo, yeah, that's fine. And then we'll do the same for the shirt. File, export selection, shirt, and then do the same for the apron, file, export selection, apron. Cool. So something we can do here is, if we use TIFF, we can export them all merged. One of the kind of annoying things in ZBrush is the multi-map exporter can actually combine your subtools and export to one map, assuming the UVs don't overlap. But it can only do it with TIFF. And actually, I kind of want to stick with EXR, so we'll ignore that. I prefer to stay in EXR as much as I can. Maya exports. We'll go with headscarf. Cool, that's working. Then we'll go with apron geo. Okay, import. Cool. And then we'll go to shirt geo. Yeah, that's fine. Import, shirt. Cool. So, now we've got all those in. It's going to go to multi-map exporter and export displacement. I'll do 4K for these guys. So create all maps. Just going to go to CG stuff, projects, personal projects, transfixed. Texturing, no, it's in modeling. ZBrush, maps. So this one's going to be shirt geo. Okay. ZDisp. Actually, I'm going to go check the other ones. Yeah, it's all caps. Cool. Is that one done? Do the same for the apron. Don't know if I need to turn off dynamic, but I'm going to anyway. Z plugin. Create all maps. Have to do that again for some reason. Apron geo. ZDisp. Cool. Then finally the headscarf. Z plugin. ZDisp. Cool. So now we can go into our materials. So we got this one. This one's called map 1. Okay, we're gonna copy that to copy into new reset. Okay, shirt. Like, this doesn't matter because it doesn't change the UV layout. So ZBrush doesn't give a fuck about this. But I do need to do it. There we go. This keeps the materials consistent. Cool. So now we're just going to, we've got shirt material. So we're going to duplicate U without network. This one's going to be image. Shirt. ZDisp. Okay. So then modeling, ZBrush, maps, shirt, ZDisp. Okay. So we're going to create a float math. We'll grab that guy in there. Okay, add, good. So that's gonna work. So this one's going to be float math. Float math. Okay. So this is working. Generic data. I miss you, Mac. Oh, it's Vic. Hey, Vic. Yeah, I miss you too. I'll be back in the UK at some point. We'll get to meet up again. It's been a long time. Okay, so I'm going to go to my apron material and repeat that process. Edit, duplicate without network. This one's just going to say apron. It's Nick, not Vic. Oh, I thought Vic had that. Well, now fuck you, Vic. Even though she's not here. Hello, Nick. Miss you too, bud. Let's see. Apron, ZDisp. Okay. Float math. How you doing, Nick? It's also been a while, actually. I'll probably be on Discord later tonight if you're on late. Balance restored. Yeah, fuck you, Vic. Okay, so that's that working. So then we'll select that. Go into the headscarf material. Final time. Duplicate without network. Head scarf. The wonders of wait, did that? Okay, cool. The wonders of pipeline management when you're not actually got a pipeline. Okay, float math. There we go. Will be, you know where to find me, just chilling and work at the moment, so you're online. Ah, sweet. Yeah, I'm going to be working for another 30 minutes or so. Then I'm going to go get a burrito and some sweets. And then, yeah. Don't know if I told you, Nick, but I've started my first bulk for the gem stuff. And it's fun being able to eat an absolute shit ton of... I'm about to say polygons, Jesus Christ. It's fun being able to eat a shit ton of calories and have a reason to do it. I've never seen what you're doing right now, Mike. What do you mean? Like, which bit? Like, layering displacements? Because currently all I'm doing is I've got one displacement, which is remapped, so it goes from -1 to 1, basically so it doesn't inflate the geometry. It's multiplied to make it the strength that I want it, and then it's added to a 32-bit map. And because they're both centered at 0, you just do add every time, and it will just keep working over and over and over again. Okay, so they're going to work now. So let's go to the body. Going to enable the scene, and what I might do. No, I'll leave that. Let's go to render cam 1, clothing cam. This will take a moment because it has to run make TX. These have no subdivisions. That is not ideal. Got 3 subdivisions in this guy. Why is it resetting these anyway? 3 on this guy. free on this guy for now. Those numbers are arbitrary, they're not necessarily going to work, but it's all my thin geometries as well, so the subsurface is going to do. Normally I do it a different way. How do you do it? This looks so shit. Like, it will look good, but for now it just looks shit. Why is this not looking anything close, though? I might, just for a moment, I'm going to hide the apron. I'll hide the headscarf. And for now, I'm just going to plug this in. Something's wrong here. This looks nowhere near like it should. Oh, test UVs. Huh. That's the headscarf mat. Is it clamping negative values? Or why is it? Oh, tiling. I never turned tiling off. This doesn't look right. It's got a flat material. I'll create a new image. Shirt ZDisp. Do I need to replace this with Udemy? What is going on? What if I create a file node? Oh wait, let me put that in there. So what's different here? Bitmap bias, that's no issue. Swap UV, okay. That's what it was. Okay. So now connect you up there. Okay. So disable swap UV. Disable swap UV. Disable swap UV. There we go, that's better. Okay. So now let's show the apron and the headscarf. And for the headscarf, let's do that. Do that. Cool, that's working. Offset the maps around 0 and then multiply them up or down, but never see those nodes. Oh, okay, yeah, float math. It's just because I'm used to using Houdini. Not Houdini, well, yes, Houdini, but Houdini and V-Ray. And in V-Ray, one of the encouraged ways to work is to use a node called float operations or color operations, like all the time. Just because it handles like floating points just a little bit better. Less prone to like randomly clamping and stuff. That looks like it's all working. If we go into normals, you got all the information we expect to see. So now I just need to update the sculpts so they don't look so bad, and add the thickness, and we're done. Just realized Discord is open. I'm gonna kill off Discord, I think. There we go. We're making progress. It's getting there bit by bit. So we need to update the apron sculpt. Then sort out the fixed shirt again. Because actually the shirt's kind of looking okay. Like now we've got the sculpt in there. I still need to work on the sculpt to make it look good, but this is a decent thing. How's Vera and Houdini? It's alright. It's not really to my taste, but it is functional. Like, you know, works well. But I don't know how public Digital Domain is with it, so I'm not going to talk too much on details. I know they have like been on the Chaos Group site before, so yeah, they do use Houdini and V-Ray, that's known. I think they did a talk for Secret Invasion, which is one of the shows that we did. So yeah, the fact that they use it is public, so I can say that. But in terms of how it's used, I'm not going to go into it all. But yeah, it's a pretty good tool. Again, not to my taste. I much prefer this Arnold. There we go. It really helps quite a lot. Everything just feels more organic when you use Arnold. But yeah, so we have this guy. Yeah, I might end the stream here. Go get my lunch, because now I'm like transitioning onto a new task. I always like kind of to end the stream at those points. Because then what we do when I get back is immediately get the shirt thickness, the headscarf thickness. We might bake the thickness of the shirt, like actually commit to it. I'm not sure on that yet. Because once we like commit to the thickness, we can sculpt it a lot more easily. Okay, Solaris. Feel free not to answer. On Secret Invasion, they worked in Solaris. That's confirmed. And I worked on Secret Invasion, which is a fun show actually. It's one of the most challenging assets I've ever worked on, because there was a lot to it. Burrito time. Yeah, it feels like burrito time. I've still got fucking like 2,000 calories left to eat today. Big burrito. But yeah, so I'm going to end the stream. When we get back, I'll start getting some thickness on all this stuff. I'm going to quickly just update this guy. This won't line up actually, so we'll just do that. And let's see how that renders. There we go. I might hide the headscarf in its entirety. Would you put this project up anywhere for us to have a look around once you're done? Probably not. Like, for me, I don't really like the idea of putting entire projects on here. Like on, what's the word, Gumroad. It's because I've had enough of my stuff being stolen before, and I don't want to fuck about with licenses. I'd rather just sell parts of assets that you guys can reuse, rather than an entire asset. Because ultimately, like, wanting to look around, sure, that's one thing, but, like, you're watching the stream. Like, at any moment you can ask, hey, like, how do you do this? And I can talk about it. And then, you know, if people are really stuck on something, there's literally hundreds of hours of work that you can, like, look at. I know it's not organized and it's not, like, the easiest to look around, but honestly, that's, like, I don't want to sound like a dick, but that's not my problem. Like, I'm already putting out an absolute shit ton of fucking content. Like, just because I like doing, you know, this stuff. And so I'm not really too worried about all that sort of shit. This is... It's interesting how it gets this kind of like Fresnel, reverse Fresnel effect. It's very strange. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go for my lunch, get some food, go for a little walk. And then, yeah, when I get back, we'll start adding thickness to everything. I'll probably update the sculpt of the apron, because, as I said, I don't really like the knot. I don't like how this is sitting. And this, like, weird bend here is going to bug the fuck out of me. So, I want to fix that. But yeah, so I guess, in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoy your lunches, or whatever time it is where you are. And yeah, I'll be back in about 2 hours or something. So yeah, I'll post on Discord when I'm going live again. If you're not in Discord, there's a link in the description of the video. Feel free to join, feel free to not. And yeah, we'll see where we make it by the end of the day. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to dedicate it to working on the face, just because the face hasn't really moved much. There's still quite a lot to do on that. So yeah, we'll get to work. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling, go for my lunch, and I'll see you guys later. Cool, bye.